Oblivion was released in 2013. The main actor in this movie is Tom Cruise, and it is a very interesting science fiction and action movie. The story of the movie is about humans and scavengers, an alien group. These aliens want to destroy humans, while humans are trying to fight back and save Earth while living on Saturn's moon, Titan. At the beginning of the movie, we see some flashback scenes where the main character, Jack Harper, is standing in New York City. In the crowded area, he sees a girl he loves, but before they can meet, suddenly, Jack wakes up. We realize it was just a dream. After waking up, we learn that the story takes place 60 years into the future, in the year 2077. Jack Harper often has these strange dreams. When he wakes up, he finds Victoria, his teammate, with him. Their mission is to protect Earth from the scavengers because the aliens had destroyed the moon, which caused massive destruction on Earth. Now Jack and Victoria want to save what is left of Earth, but they have been sent to Titan. There we see a space station that looks like a tent. From there, they observe what is happening on Earth. The air on Earth has become very toxic, making it difficult to breathe. However, Jack and Victoria have installed special machines in the ocean, which contain salt water, to generate fusion energy that keeps them alive. The aliens pretend to be gone, but in reality they are hiding and causing secret problems for humans. Their plan is to damage the hydropower machines in the ocean and destroy the drones that protect Earth. Since the drones keep getting damaged, someone has to repair them, and that job falls to Jack Harper. In the movie, Jack is a drone repair technician. He flies a ship called Tech 49. When he gets inside, we see Victoria receiving a call from a woman named Sally. Sally contacts them from a space station and informs them that 2 drones on Earth are damaged, and Jack needs to fix them. Jack sets out to repair the drones. He finds one of the drones, fixes its system, and gets it working again. However, he doesn't know where the second drone is. To find it, he takes out a high-tech bike from his spaceship, which looks like it's from the year 2077, and rides off. As Jack checks the radar on his bike, he picks up signals coming from a cave. He goes inside and discovers a device, which makes him realize that he is being trapped. Suddenly, scavengers, aliens, attack him. Jack tries to escape, but just then, a drone appears and kills all the scavengers. However, the drone then targets Jack. To save himself, Jack quickly verifies his identity by saying, Tech 49, and the drone recognizes him and leaves. In the cave, Jack finds a book and takes it back to the station. On his way back, he also finds a plant, which he later gives to Victoria. However, Victoria tells him to throw it away, which makes Jack angry. That night, they have a nice dinner together. The next morning, Sally calls again and informs them about another drone attack. Jack goes out again to repair the damage. As soon as he leaves, he discovers that their hydraulics have been destroyed using the powerful fuel cells from their own drones. The scavengers misuse these fuel cells for their own plans. While following signals, Jack accidentally enters a radiation zone, a dangerous area where they are not allowed to go. He tells Victoria, "I won't be able to contact you for a while." Then he heads deeper into the zone. Jack arrives at a hidden place on Earth that he had secretly built for himself. There he has collected books, glasses, and research items. In this peaceful place, Jack relaxes, plays with fish, lies on the grass, and listens to music. Suddenly, he has another dream about the same girl he has been seeing in his dreams. He wakes up shocked and looks at the sky, noticing something unusual. Jack quickly informs Victoria, "I sense danger and I'm going to investigate." When Jack reaches the location, he is shocked by the destruction around him. But the most surprising thing is that he finds sleeping chambers, pods, with people inside. Meanwhile, Sally, who controls the drones, orders them to destroy all the pods. One by one, the drones start killing the sleeping humans. However, Jack manages to save one pod by stepping in front of the drone. When Jack opens the pod, he is shocked. Inside, it is the same girl from his dreams. The girl's name is Julia. Jack takes her in the sleeping chamber pod back to his station. When Victoria sees all this, she is shocked. At Station 45, as soon as Julia's pod opens, she wakes up, but she is very weak and doesn't feel well. Victoria asks her many questions, but Julia doesn't answer. She just says Jack. Jack is surprised and wonders, How does she know my name? Then Victoria explains, we left in 2017 to fight the scavengers, but something went wrong. Now it is the year 2077. You have been asleep in the chamber for 60 years, and Earth is completely destroyed. Julia then asks, where is my flight recorder? She wants to find it, but it is still on the ground and cannot be brought up yet. Jack then asks Victoria, do you remember anything from before our mission? Victoria replies, we are not supposed to talk about anything except the mission. Because Julia insists on, Jack agrees to take her to find the flight recorder that night. As soon as Victoria finds out, she gets worried and calls Sally, asking for more drones because the place where Jack is going is very dangerous. When Jack and Julia reach the location, Julia finds her flight recorder, but suddenly they are attacked by the scavengers. Jack is tied to a chair, and a bright light turns on. Jack tells them, let me go. I don't remember anything. A voice responds, your memories are beautiful. You are a drone repair technician. As the lights turn on, Jack sees humans, not aliens. They reveal that they want to destroy Tet because Tet is using drones to wipe out humans. The drones have already destroyed all the sleeping chambers and kill anyone they see. The leader of the scavengers, named Beauchamp, tells Jack, we need your help. We have a drone, and we will fit it with a nuclear bomb to destroy Tet. Jack refuses and says, but Tet is full of humans like us. Hearing this, one of the men shoots Jack, but Jack's suit is strong, and the bullet does not harm him. Then Beauchamp tells him, if you don't believe me, go to the radiation zone. You will see the truth yourself. At that moment, Sally's drones arrive and help Jack escape. Now Malcolm, one of the humans, helps Jack and Julia get out. They ride away on Jack's bike and soon reach the Empire State Building. Jack feels like he knows this place. He asks Julia, who are you? Do I know you? Julia tells him everything. We were on a mission together. My ship was from NASA, and we were going to destroy Tet. Victoria was also with us. But something went wrong. You and Victoria were woken up early, while the rest of us were left in sleeping pods. She then shows him a ring hanging around her neck. Suddenly, Jack remembers everything. They realize they loved each other all along and finally express their feelings. At this point, the movie takes a big turn. While Jack and Julia are at the Empire State Building, a flying object arrives. Through its camera, Victoria sees Jack and Julia together. When Jack and Julia return to Station 45, Victoria refuses to open the door. She contacts Sally and says, our team is not working well anymore. We have lost our bond. Suddenly the door opens and an explosion happens. Victoria dies in the blast. Julia saves Jack's life by shooting at the flying object. Meanwhile, Sally calls Station 45 and tells Jack, we have a mission for you. Bring Julia to Tet. Jack realizes that this is a trap. He grabs Julia and escapes. Sally sends drones to chase them, but Jack manages to outrun them and enters the radiation zone, where drones cannot function. Suddenly, one of the drones crashes. Jack notices a plane nearby. As he approaches, he sees a man repairing a drone. But then Jack is shocked. This man looks exactly like him. A fight breaks out between the two Jacks. During the fight, Julia gets shot. Jack soon realizes that this other Jack is from Station 52. He defeats him and ties him up. Then he takes Julia to a safe place. Now Jack heads towards Station 52, wearing the same jacket as his clone so that no one recognizes him. He uses his clone's flying object to enter the station. Once inside, Jack finds a medical kit. But to his surprise, Victoria is alive at this station. Jack is shocked because Victoria had died at Station 45. But here, she is completely fine. Jack tells this new Victoria to go down to Earth, but she refuses, saying, this is against our mission. Jack then uses the medical kit to heal Julia. Now Jack finally starts understanding the truth. He goes to meet Malcolm, the leader of the scavengers, to learn more. Now the story is about fighting against Tet. Jack has teamed up with Malcolm, the leader of the scavengers. Malcolm tells Jack, I saw with my own eyes how Tet destroyed the moon. That disaster caused famine on Earth. People died from hunger and thirst, but Tet succeeded in its plan. He explains that after the attack, only Jack Harper came out of the spaceship, but his memories were erased by Tet. Tet then used Jack as a tool against humanity. Since Jack is the only one who can access and repair drones, he is the key to the mission. The plan is to load a nuclear bomb inside a drone and send it to Ted. Jack reprograms the drone so that it won't attack him or the scavengers. But what he doesn't know is that Sally has sent more drones to attack them. A huge battle happens, and many people die. But Jack refuses to give up. He says, "I will take this drone to Tet myself." However, Malcolm tells him, "That won't work." Then Julia comes up with a plan. She says, "Sally asked you to bring me to Tet, right? I will go instead." Julia is put into a sleeping chamber, and Jack takes her with him on his flying jet. Inside the jet, Jack finds Julia's flight recorder. He plays it and discovers the truth. In 2017, they were part of a NASA mission. Jack was the commander, and Victoria was the pilot. Sally was the mission director. But their mission was suddenly changed when they encountered a strange alien object, Tet. The crew was placed into sleeping chambers, while Jack and Victoria stayed awake. Jack tried to separate the sleeping chamber from the spaceship, but it drifted in space for 60 years. A massive explosion destroys Tet completely. Meanwhile, Julia wakes up on Earth. The ending, a new beginning. 3 years later, Julia now has a young daughter. One day, while standing near a river, Julia suddenly sees a group of scavengers on the other side. Among them is Jack 52. As we saw before, Jack 49 and Jack 52 had fought each other. The Jack standing here is Jack 52. It took him 3 years to find Julia. The truth about the radiation zone is revealed. There was never any real radiation. Tet had forbidden Jack from entering those areas because another Jack, Jack 52, was already there, repairing the drones. This means there were no real humans left on Tet. The only ones working for Tet were Victoria and different versions of Jack, all following orders without knowing the truth. Finally, all the mysteries come together. This story is filled with suspense, just like the movie Total Recall. In Total Recall, we were unsure whether the main character was living a real life or just experiencing a memory implant. Similarly, Jack's story is full of confusion. Which Jack is the real one? Is he in the first phase or the second phase? That's what makes this story so thrilling and mysterious. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed the explanation, please like, subscribe, and share to support the channel. See you in the next movie explanation. Stay awesome.